Right, so we back, and I just thought I'd bring up this guy Kircher, the Jesuit priest guy. All right, so stick with me. Hear me on this. Althanius Kircher. He was born on the 2nd of May, 1601, 1602, sometime thereabout. And he died on the 27th of November, 1680, was a German Jesuit scholar and polymath who published around 40 major works of comparative religion, geology, and medicine. Kircher has been compared to fellow Jesuit Roger Joseph Boscovich and to Leonardo da Vinci for his vast range of interests, and has been honored with the title of Master of 100 Arts. Real Renaissance man we got on our hands right here, okay? All right, he taught for more than 40 years at the Roman College, where he set up a Wunderkammer, or Cabinet of Curiosities that would become the Kirchian Museum. We're gonna follow up. We're gonna jump into that at a later point in this video, but keep that in mind. Wunderkammer. That's in German, but if you brought it to American or English, better said, it looked like what it said is Wonder Camera, but that's just me though. That is how I see things. I'm dumb in that way, I guess. But let's continue on. A resurgence of interest in Kircher has occurred with the scholarly community in recent decades. Okay, this is Kircher right here. We gonna talk about Mr. Kircher and some of his attributed inventions and works. All right. Boom, boom. So Kircher claimed to have deciphered the hieroglyphic writings of the ancient Egyptian language, but most of his assumptions and translations in the field turned out to be wrong. He did, however, correctly establish the link between the ancient Egyptian and the Coptic languages, and some commentators regard him as the founder of Egyptology. Keep that in mind. Studying Kemet and some of the things with the root of the history, where it comes from. Kircher was also fascinated with sinology and wrote an encyclopedia of China, where he revealed the early presence of Nestorian Christians while also attempting to establish the link with Egypt and Christianity. The thing about that, right? Egypt was not founded until 1952 as we know it today. This guy lived between 1601 and 1680. So when they say he was German as well, Germany was another thing that was created like after World War I, and then Egypt after World War II. So it's kind of weird that they're connecting them. So some of this stuff is incorrect that's in Wikipedia, but I digress. Let's continue on. Kircher's work in geology included studies of volcanoes and fossils. Okay, one of the first researchers to observe microbes through a microscope. Kircher was ahead of his time in proposing that the plague was caused by an infectious microorganism and suggesting effective measures to prevent its spread. You niggas sound like Fauci. Oh man. Kircher was also displayed a keen interest in technology and mechanical inventions. Inventions attributed to him include a magnetic clock, various automatons, and the first megaphone. The invention of the magic lantern has been misattributed to Kircher, although he conducted a study of the principles involved in his Ars Magna Lucis et Ombre. Okay. We're going to cut this part here, but we're going to pick back up on some of his attributed studies.